It'll come to, it's no surprise to anybody who wasn't in my group. My biggest challenges were being too far ahead of the horse. And learning to slow down and give the horse the opportunity to walk with me. The other thing that Amy did that really came home to me about today, this month, right where we are, is she demonstrated clear intent with her vision, but then got irritated and frustrated, and you could see the change in the horse. And when I put that on and realized how my anxiety, my urgency, and my fear about where we are right now and whether we're really going to make it to B or A or wherever I am leading, really is very detrimental to the organization and to everybody here. And the other thing that I learned was Amy changed her tone. She got good with herself and then continued to lead. And it took the horse quite a while to recover. She had to step away completely and give it space and time before he calmed down and was ready to participate again. And so it was a huge, huge lesson for me.
I would pretty much agree with, pretty much all of his strengths.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I agree with some of the concerns.
We're not only in the business of creating products and services, we're in the business of creating a company, trying to figure out how to make a company work. And we have two challenges.
We get along. We don't work at cross purposes in this kind of company, at least not intentionally. Just sometimes, miscommunication or something like that. But we work hard together. And there's that, and it doesn't appear on this list. It's just that, and I'm reading the quote. It's, for a company so small, there is often an assumption that everyone knows everything that's going on, and this isn't always the case. Cases in point are, like what are the goals? What is the vision for this company? Yeah, lack of clarity.
Part of our work together over the next 2 days is really to come into a common sense of meaning, moving from our different impressions to really common understanding, common language, common vision. So this obstacle course represents the organization. Each obstacle on the course represents a critical objective and a milestone for the organization to accomplish. And the goal is to complete the obstacle course in a way that enables all team members to perform their roles as efficiently and effectively as possible. You have 2 minutes to complete the obstacle course.
Because Steve's going to be focused on where he's going,
right?
And you remember you couldn't really look at the horse and see what's going on.
Okay. Approaching the bar. Slalom.
Busy.
You're all right. You're all right. Don't go too fast. You're okay. Doing good.
Forward. Swing your leg. Just let your weight waste in there.
Okay. I wasn't worried. I felt very confident that Steve was going to do a great job leading. I felt like those guys were nearby, but I couldn't place them.
I thought it went really well. I thought it was really interesting and I'm glad he did that. Chris just took right over and started the ball rolling.
I thought as a team they did really well. We did really well.
You guys did a lot great. You got it done in time. You guys had a good time doing it. What was missing was two-way communication. What I saw is everybody was doing their task, right? And you were a work group. That's not the same as a team.
We got through it. We were all happy going into it, and we were all happy coming out of it. I mean, if we were working together well as a group, and we know each other, I mean, would it have gotten in the way to be constantly checking in 6 ways from Sunday?
When she says, I'm dizzy, what I heard you guys say, you're all right.
Busy.
You're all right. You're all right. Don't go too fast. You're okay.
So if she's saying I'm dizzy, what we did was just dismiss that. We didn't check how to take care of her or how to make it effective for her or slow down. We just said, "You're all right," and we kept on booking. Right?
Our overall vision and direction was to get to those cones under 2 minutes.
But it wasn't. The purpose was to be effective for every single team member involved.
Be effective, what's effective then?
I guess we should have spent our 5 minutes at the beginning saying, what would make it effective for you? What would make it effective for you? What would make it effective for you? Not another one of these touchy-feely company retreat kind of things. I hate those. This is not one of those. This surprised me because the environment is amazing, just getting out and the openness and working with the animals and seeing the real parallels between how they work and think and how we work and think, and the insights that it gave us. You know, the activities that we did and the insights that we gleaned were really easily learned and in a very painless way, I'd say. You know, I've enjoyed this and gotten a lot out of it, both personally and in terms of how I see my role within the company and how I relate with my coworkers and how they, all of that stuff.
There's a level of trust that has to happen for shared leadership. We've got to trust in each shared leader that they are fully capable of doing and making decisions. The person leading the horse and the two safeties, they've got to be confident that they are able to make those decisions about being safety and being the one that's leading the horse. They've got to be confident like us. You know, Steve, I think, was fully confident on the third one that he was a corporate horse leader. We've got to be empowered to be able to do things, and I'm going to throw this out here, not be afraid to make mistakes.
You're hungry, Chris?
Take a breath.
Sweet.
It's not just these 2 days. I've had 3 or 4 sessions with Amy, and I can't tell you. It's like she's giving me the vision. She is going to be the catalyst that is going to lead us, like we've started learning to lead these horses, to where we all instinctively know we want to go, but that we have not fully formed, nor do we have all of the skills that we need here. And she's going to be with us for some time.
She has a deep background in organizational development, education, organizational development, and then she brings this horse piece to it. Amy brought the learning together into a very practical point of developing a business charter. So she synthesized that organizational development piece and moved them forward on a very intellectual subject, but also leveraging the experiences of the horses to create awareness of each person's gifts and what they brought to the table.
You now have the vision, purpose. So eyes wide open, all of you together, with all the horses.